welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is this ultra glam, ultra dark, ultra sexy Christmas makeup. Duh. You don't often see Christmas makeup looks around the interweb that don't have gold in or some form of gold. The outfit I was wearing when I decided to choose this makeup, gold just didn't go with it, so I needed something Christmassy, something glam, something glitzy that wasn't gold. So I went for this gorgeous full black glitter and a full red lip because it's Christmas, why not go heavy on eyes and lips? So I hope you enjoy this video. If you're new here, I am Ashley Elizabeth and welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. But if you would like to see how to achieve this look, then please keep on watching. So let's get started. I need to get this hair out of my face. Okay, so I'm going to start off by prepping my skin. So I'm just going to moisturise. I'm going to take my Garnier Moisture Protect Daily Protective Moisturiser. This has got SPF in, SPF 20. I actually bought this for when I went away. I recently went to Egypt because I don't like putting sun cream on my face. I don't know why, I just don't like the feel of it. It feels like greasy and sloppy all day. And in case you're wondering why I am a freckle monster more than usual, that is why, because I've been on holiday. This is my chance. No, I wish, I really wish. This is fake. So next step, I'm going to take my Kiehl's Daily Revive and Concentrate. 1, 2, 3 drops of that. I don't like to use a lot because I do have quite oily skin and this doesn't really go well with oily skin. And I like to do all my skin prep now, so while I'm doing my eyes, it has time to sort of soak into the skin. I don't like putting like skin prep on and then foundation straight on top because it just doesn't look right. I'm gonna have a little spritz with my Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs and rose water. This stuff is just, ugh, to die for. And then the final bit of skin prep, I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. I'm just going to focus that sort of on the central areas of my face where I get more oily. So we want to have gorgeous, gorgeous glowy skin for Christmas. So as always, I'm going to start with my brows. I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Chocolate. Just on this Zoeva 317 Wing Liner brush. This is my favourite brush ever to do eyebrows. I love having my darker brow with my new hair. My new little... Got my blonde back. And for eye primer today, of course, I'm going to take my MAC Select Cover Up, and since I'm a bit more tanned, I'm going to be taking the shade NW20 and just using my Zoeva 144 Soft Concealer brush. So for my transition shade today, I'm going to take my Jaclyn Hill palette and dip into this shade here. Again, if you're new here, I didn't get the name card for the palette. Get over it already. But no, I didn't get the name card for the palette, so I don't know any of the names, so I just sort of have to go that one and that one. So just on this Morphe, I think it's the R35, the name's rubbed off. I'm just going to dip into that shade and work it all through my crease. So once I'm happy with the colour payoff on the transition colour, I'm going to dip into this shade here. I'm going to dip into a mixture of these two shades here. And I'm just using my 227 Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer brush. I'm just going to go in with a touch of the black shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Oh, I've just dug my nail right in that eyeshadow. Yeah, I'm just going to take a touch of the black shade. If you saw my video on doing a full black smoke, I like to run black just a little bit through the crease so it helps with blending the lid colour. So I'm just using a little Morphe R41, just a little pencil brush, just loading up the black and just carefully taking that through just the immediate crease. Then just going in with me 227 and just blending off that edge. Okay, for the lid, I'm going to take my Illamasqua sketch stick, and this is in the shade Haze, I think it is. And I'm just going to draw across my lid just to create that nice dark black. So like I said, I'm going to go in with some glitter, and I've actually mixed a couple up today. So I don't know if you saw a while back around the sort of blogosphere. There was a thing, B&M did a little box of, say, I think it was 12 craft glitters. Well, anyway, they all look like this, so it was a few pounds, so of course I went out and bought it. So I was like, oh, I've got a black glitter, but then as I was looking at it, it sort of got nothing to it. Once it's on, you wouldn't really see it reflecting on the eye. So what I did, I'll insert a little clip of me mixing the glitter together. So I've mixed a little bit of the B&M black craft glitter with the Peaches and Cream Disco Pigment, which is this silver one, and then a touch of Mermaze, which has got this sort of bluish tint to it, just so it had a bit of something. So this is what it looks like in the, don't want to spill it everywhere, in the thing. And yeah, let's not do that. You'll see what it looks like on the eye in a minute. I'm just going to take a little concealer brush and a touch of NYX Glitter Glow. I'm just going to paint that on the eye. Then I'm just dipping the same brush straight into that glitter mix and just popping that straight on the eye. So once I am happy with that, I'm going to take the same concealer brush that I've just popped on the glitter with, and I'm just going to spray it with a little touch of MAC Fix Plus. Now any sort of setting spray would work on this. I'm just spraying the brush, then I'm just tapping over that glitter again, just to prevent any fallout, you know, through the night or anything like that. You want your glitter to stay until the early hours of the morning. And if you still want a little bit more of a sort of reflectiveness, is that a word? It is now. I'm just dipping into the Peaches and Cream Mermaze pigment, which has got this sort of blue reflective tone to it, like bluey pink. I'm just going to dot that just straight on the centre of my lid. I look like a panda. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the eyes. I currently look like a crazy person, but I'm just going to pop on some lashes and mascara, and I'll be right back and do the face. Okay, so it's now time for the face. So I did all my prep a bit earlier. I'm just going to go in with my Iconic London drops. Are these the shade Original? And just to create a nice glow on my skin. So for foundation, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me foundation, matte and poreless, and I've got the shade 128. I actually bought this in hope, I don't know what I was thinking, that this would be my post-holiday foundation shade. Oh, this is too light. No, we're good, we're good. Is it like humanly possible to do your foundation and not get it in all your hair? Or is it just me that does that? And for concealer today, I'm going to take my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and this is in the shade Light Neutral, because my Tarte shape is far too pale for tanned Ashley. I like being tanned. I'm not tanned very often, but I feel so different when I've got a bit of tan on. But I haven't got the energy to do it more often. And I hate the sort of end of the tan, you know, where it's all flaking off, and I just think it looks awful. I'm actually just going to take a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape in Fair and just dot that on, just to brighten up right by my under eyes. I'm just taking a little fluffy brush just for directly underneath my eyes. Blend that all in. Okay, so I'm just going to bronze up my face a little bit, and I'm going to use my YSL Sunkissed Blur Perfector Healthy Glow Balm Powder, which is just this little sort of bronzy powder. So I'm just going to take my Real Techniques contour brush, swirl it round, and then I'm just going to So now that that's roughly placed, I'm just going to go over with my sponge and just blend any harsh lines. So now I'm just going to set my under eye, and I'm going to take my RCMA translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to use my Peaches and Cream PC02 brush. And now for powder bronzer, I'm going to take my MAC Mineralise Skin Finish in Dark Tan. I'm going to use the Peaches and Cream PC04, this big powder brush. Then just to add a touch of depth and just a slight contour, I'm going to go in with my broken Kiko Milano Baked Summer Bronzer. I'm just going to use me 126 Zoeva Luxe Cheek Finish. This bronzer has just been through the ringer. I'm just focusing that towards the back, just more by my ear. And now it's time for the most important part, the glow. So I recently picked up the Ofra Nikki Tutorials highlighter, and this is Glazed Donut. It's a bit messy. This Glazed Donut, this is one of the best highlighters I have ever used. It is amazing. I was looking for a white highlight for the longest time because I'm so pale. I don't think yellow ones just don't suit my skin at all. Just look at that. You don't need much at all. I literally just and still shake some off, and then whew. And of course, because it's Christmas, we want to be glowing. We want Jesus to see us. And I'm also going to use this as an inner corner highlight today. So I'm just taking a little pencil brush. This is a Zoeva 230. And I'm just going to use that on the inner corners. Just look at that. Okay, and I'm going to take a touch of blush today, and I'm going to dip into my Morphe 9N blush palette, and just on this UK MUA brush, it hasn't got a name, it's just one of those sort of angled blush brushes. I'm just going to take a touch of this top shade here, the lightest shade. And finally for lips today. Now, I was torn with this, whether to go for a nude lip because it's such a heavy eye, but then I thought, fuck it, it's Christmas, I'll wear a red lip. But this look would look really lovely with just a nude lip if you're not into the whole heavy eyes and bright lips thing. So for liner, I'm going to take my NYX Lip Liner in Hot Red, and then I'm going to take the NYX Liquid Suede in Kitten Heels. And then just to finish everything off and get rid of any powdery looking areas, I'm going to go back in with my Mario Badescu facial spray and just spritz. Okay, so there you have my finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a sort of different Christmassy look. I was trying to stay far away from anything gold and glittery. Well, gold glitter, not normal glitter. But yeah, so if you're not a fan of the gold at Christmas, you could always go for this, or if gold's just not going with your outfit. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a little thumbs up. While you're there, don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss an upload from me, and hit that little bell notification just so you're always notified when I upload a little video like this. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!